The time has come to talk about Casper, the friendly ghost, and the ghostly trio. Greetings, YouTubers of the world. This is Vigilante here with the next episode of Mega Halloween Mixer. And this time I look into a 1992 movie, I believe is when it came out, known as Casper. That's right, guys. The famous fictional character of Casper, the friendly ghost, made a cinematic debut in a movie where there is a mansion very well known in the town that's so infamous, in fact, people get creeped out and even wonder what's in it sometimes because of the spookiness that's on the outside, not knowing of the greatness that is inside. But there's more to it than that. This mansion is supposedly has a fortune, a treasure that catches the eye of the two main antagonists of the film, that being a woman named Karika and her sidekick Dibs. And when they go there, do they learn that there's more than just supposed treasure there? Oh no, the main thing about that house is that it's haunted. Yes, people, it is haunted by four well-known ghosts. First, there is Casper, the friendly ghost. And then there is the ghostly trio, Stretchy, Stinky, and Fatso, who are better known to scare people, whereas Casper only wishes to have a friend. Eventually, though, you could say all four of these ghosts eventually have a friend in the form of the two people who start to live there, thanks to Dibs and Karika, who hire them to get rid of the ghost by the name of Dr. James Harvey and his daughter Kat. Kat and Casper end up developing a friendship, while the ghostly trio and James Harvey end up forming their own unique friendship. And this is where the movie gets into it as we discover more on Casper, from when he was alive to how he came back alive and what it felt like to him. But not only that did we learn of the history of that house, we learned of the owner being Casper's father, learning of how he died, and he haunted his dad, that it came to making his dad being well known as crazy, but so much so that he invented a device that is said to bring ghosts back from the dead. And oh yes, did that device ever existed? And we learned that it actually works. But we'll get to that here in a minute. I wish to talk about my favorite characters of this movie, that being the ghostly trio. Why are they my favorite? Well, unlike Casper, these ghosts love to scare people and do all the things that make them ghosts. All sorts of metamorphoses, possessing people, everything. They are a crazy bunch, and I love crazy. It's what makes things more interesting. And these guys are very, very crazy. So much so that they drive their friend Dr. James Harvey crazy. And as a matter of fact, when they first encountered each other, that was the best scene, in my opinion, of this movie. As they possessed him, made him look like he was seeing Tales of the Creeper. Yeah, and all the other things, from sword fighting to Stinky stink breath. Everything in that scene just was funny. It was laughter. It just shows why those guys love to be the ghosts they are. The crazy, scary ghosts that show that despite being crazy, they got their good side. For it turns out they even knew the doctor's wife. And at first they just loved to tease the doctor so much they as I said, drove him crazy. That leads to the grand finale at the ending. But despite all their craziness, they kept their word and allowed the doc to see his deceased wife. Now ask for the grand finale that happened at the end. Well, that's where Dr. Harvey, when having formed a bond and wishing to leave the ghosts alone, accidentally drunk, gets himself killed, but becomes a ghost. And this is what led them into using the invention of Casper's father to bring him back to life so that he could be with his daughter, so his daughter wouldn't have been left alone. A good thing there, as it was Casper who chose to do that when he could have used it on himself. It also gave Casper a chance to have one time to live again and be with the woman he grew to have a crush on and fall for, that being Kat. Yes, their relationship was a good friendship, but Casper liked her more than that. He had a crush on her. Sickness, whatever. But nevertheless, folks, this is a good movie. And yes, you probably wonder, what about those two main antagonists? Well, the thing is, they were sidelined for most of the time until they thought they might have found the secret passage to the treasure, only to end up being tricked and killed into passing over or getting killed by each other and Casper and the ghostly trio. What can you do? That's what happened to fools who get greedy. No, but all's the same. What a great movie this was. And as I said, the ghostly trio are my favorite. Casper I like too, but he just falls into more lightheartedness, while it is the ghostly trio who I love that bring out the more spooky and fun, crazy side that makes it such a good movie. But I would love to know what you guys thought of the movie. If you have ever seen it, please leave them in the comment section down below. And until then, this is a Vigilante who will be back with 2 more videos before the month of October ends. Until then, if you enjoy the videos, do click that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon for when the next movie comes, and Mega Halloween Mixer! Until then, Vigilante is signing out. Bye-bye.